All right, so let's look how to take green out of a green screen video. So like for example this, let's say you wanted this. What you can do is just copy the link. You don't need to do this now, I'm going to provide the files. But if you find something you want, just copy that link and then go type in YouTube to MP4. And the first link here is YT1S. Paste it here, hit convert, and it's going to say, you sure you want it? It's going to want you to do this. Don't do that. Just hit the download button and it goes down into your downloads right there. So you should be all set. All right, so let's get into it now that you know how to get green screen material. So I'm going to start a new project and I'm going to just call this green one. You can call it whatever you'd like. And I got to bring some media in. First, before I even do that though, let's get our sequence. So file, new, sequence. Doesn't matter what you choose because you're going to change it when you enter that first video. So I'm going to go back to my project here. Here's my sequence. Double click in this area and this is the file folder. I have an explosion, a car, a song, and the road. I'm going to select those and hit open. And let's get that material in there. So my explosion is maybe my main item here. So I'm going to drop that in. And it's going to say, do you want to change? You're going to, yes, change sequence settings, and let's watch it. Whoa, it's got some good bass. I'm going to right click on this though, and I'm going to speed it up. It seems slow because it's really far away, but I'm going to do 200. I'm going to make it faster, and I'm going to zoom in here because you got to be able to see what you're working with here. All right, and let's watch that now. Even the explosion's a little higher too. Wow, look at that. All right, good. Now I want this road to appear, and so I can put that there, and you're like, hey, that doesn't look right. Yeah, so the road goes behind the explosion. So we're going to raise that explosion up. You can bring them both down, really. And as long as your green screen is on top of it, you're all set. And of course, you're like, can't see the road anymore. Well, we have to apply an effect. So I'm going to go to Effects and type in Ultra and drop Ultra key on the boom movie, on the explosion. And then I'm going to click the eyedropper once and click on the green, and it disappears. So now that looks pretty good, but of course the road needs to spread out. So I'm going to click the road, click on motion, road selected, click on motion, and I can scale it up here, or I can just grab the edges and scale it up that way too. All right, so now this is looking a lot better, and our perspective looks pretty good too. Now I'm going to take that boom and click motion, and I can move that wherever I want. Okay, I can make it out in the field. You could make it super tiny, for example. Let's watch that. It's kind of fun. Let's see it. Oh, we want the road there. See, it looks pretty good out there, doesn't it? But alas, we want to have a car explode. So we're going to bring it up here. We're just kind of bringing it on the edge of the screen here. Okay? All right. So we're good there. And you see, hey, it's black. And then it appears. Well, that's because you should have the road be the same length as well. Okay? All right. Now let's bring in another piece of content. Let's get the car in there. So if you actually look at this, it's all over the place. We want it to move across the screen. You could use this one right here, but it's actually kind of turning away, and that doesn't work for our road because it's like this. So we also want to control the speed. So we're going to use this one. So I'm going to choose I here and maybe O right here when it's out. And I'm going to drag just the video. I can click here. And it's going to be under the boom, but it doesn't really matter. Well, yeah, let's put the boom up here. Put the car underneath. And you can see like the explosion's on top of that green, right? So I'm going to go to Effects. Ultra key is still selected. I'm going to drop it on my car. And then I'm going to use my eyedropper. Click on that green, and it's gone. Now, of course, I'm going to have to go to motion, though, and move this guy around. Now, this isn't the right size, so I should probably size it up some and get a feel for where it should be exactly. Is that about right? Maybe a little higher. Maybe a little larger. That looks about right. Okay, great. Now, it's not going in the right direction, right? So I just want to show you that you can choose flip as an effect, and we're going to do as a horizontal flip on the car. And there we go. Now, if the car was over further, so I can click motion here and put it there, you know, right now it would look like this, for example. All right, so that looks okay-ish, but we're going to do some adjustments to make it work. So we do want it to end right here. And in fact, it looks like my explosion needs to be quite a bit bigger if I want to cover it up, right? So let's do that. Let's make our explosion bigger. I go back to my boom, and I'm going to scale it up. And really, again, I can click motion here and move it around. So let's say it's something like this. Maybe it needs to be bigger. Okay. And we want to roll it to the beginning. Where does that explosion actually happen? Yeah, there it is. So right in the middle of the car, driving over a bomb, and boom. I like that. Okay, so the car needs to move, right? So the explosion happens right here. Well, let's move our boom down then. Let's not have it explode until it gets to it. So I'm going to click on the car again. And I'm going to click this little position timer here. Okay. And also, yeah, that looks good. And then I'm going to back up to the beginning of the clip. And I'm going to do another little timer thing. So I got 2 of them now. And then I'm going to make sure it's actually off screen. So I'm just going to click, drag. Or I could just probably type in 0 here and it would probably do the trick. Nope, needs to be a negative number. Keep going, need to be off screen. There you go, so let's watch this now. So I'm gonna hit play. Here it comes, and then boom. Okay, it's kind of running slow, okay? So that works. It's kind of like tilted up, isn't it? So let's rotate it just a little bit, maybe 2 degrees. There we go. All right, let's watch that again. Yeah, it runs slow, doesn't it? And then, oh, see, it's running slow. Now you can see the car actually stops. Maybe we want it to like continue a little bit. So like maybe this should be pulled out just a little more, or we could have the car actually fly off the screen. All right, and we want the car to kind of disappear in some way. So we could either have it fade out or kind of jump around or something like that. I don't want to make this too long, so let me just get that part right. And then I want to show you how to like fade in music too. I know it seems kind of random, but we didn't do it well the last few times. So here is the MP3 use. It's the African Coffin Dance, just a personal favorite of mine. So I want you to, there's a spot that you want. It's somewhere around here. Right here. So that's like when someone dies in a video on YouTube. This is the meme, I know. So this is the spot though. All right, so let's just go back a few seconds. So like that bass drop is it right there. So I'm gonna go a little further, hit out. And that's the clip I want. So I'm gonna bring that audio in, and maybe I have to move these things over a little more, like the car and explosion. And I can move these down, right? So that, let's listen. Okay, that's not bad. It should be a little further down actually. So, all right. Actually, I think the drop is right there. Okay, cool. So that's pretty good. I'm kind of happy with that, but I do want to show you how to fade stuff in. So I'm gonna go to effects and we'll just do constant gain, and we can drop that on that clip right there. And if you want to make that last longer, what you do though is you actually zoom in and you can control how long that fade takes. Is it a quick fade like this? Or is it a fade that takes longer and you drag it along here? And I think that one might make a little more sense. And I could even take it still right here and make it even longer. So maybe having it go all the way to when the car actually appears. Okay. Like almost like it's coming, the car is. I don't like how that car stops. Let's fix that right now. So it happens like right here. Let's actually have the car fly off the screen because that's just fun, okay? So I am gonna go back to effects controls and I'm going to select my car. And if you zoom in on this area, you can see like that's where the explosion is. There's a little dot right there. So I'm gonna do another dot just left of it. And then I'm gonna go on top of this dot and I'm gonna have it explode right off the screen. So actually I can click this other one and probably delete it. But the point is you have to have 2 dots really close together if you want to like zoom off the screen, okay? So I'm gonna get right on top of this one. There it is. I think there's actually 2 there. I gotta get rid of one. Super tedious here, and I can zoom in to get more detail. Okay, where does it go? There it is. Okay. See, I got 1 too many in there. So I'm gonna delete that one. Okay, so as long as you're right on top of it, see how it goes blue? Right there? All right, I'm gonna click motion, and I am going to have it fly off screen from this point. So wait, how many? Let's go back just a little bit. No, I want to go here. And I'm just going to go throw it right off the screen. So it's just gone. Okay. So let's watch that right there. Oh, it kind of like rolls into it. Let's watch that again. Okay, so if this happens to you and it doesn't look quite right, what you can do is you can just highlight these and you can adjust them. So like I created this like curved line. I didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna delete these and do it right. Okay, so just from the start again. So we want it to explode right there. Boom. So I'm gonna do a dot there, and then I'm gonna go forward a little bit and do another dot, and that's when I'm gonna like have it fly off the screen. So I'm just gonna like maybe it should be like that direction or something. Okay, and then I can go to the beginning and do another dot, and that's when I want to make sure that I pull it back over. Again, I have to put motion right here, and that's when it's, oh, see, it curves. There's this curve thing here. Oh, don't move that. I didn't know that was a thing. Gotta make sure I'm on the car. So yes, I have the speed thing on here. Okay. Well, we did another dot there, and we can hit motion, and we can just slide to the left. I didn't know it does that. Why does it do that? It shouldn't be curving. Let's see what happens. That looks so bad. All right, you play with it. I know these are too far apart. That's for sure. Okay, so like I need to get that closer so it really flies off. Oh my gosh. This is not very good, but I think we're okay. Wow, Mr. Raymond. We're going to say it's done. It's done. So you get that, you get a gold star. I'm going to do constant gain on the end of this music too to kind of like fade it out. And maybe that's when we need to cut all this stuff. Well, the explosion really goes for a while though, so maybe we should do it for a while too. We got to make sure the road lasts that entire time. So maybe let's trim this all up to all end at the same time. There we go. Let's watch it one more time. I don't like how it turns like that though. Like, what is that? I think it's the position thing. Yeah, I got this like curved line in here. Who does that? See, it's curving. What's going on with this thing? I don't like it. I'm sorry. All right, let's watch it. Oh, you know what's so fun is that we saw it like fall in the background right there then too. We could totally do that. You don't need to do this, but like basically I could even drag another one in. Yes, let's do it like this. So I am going to bring another car in. You know what? This one's fine. I'm just going to copy that one, bring it over here and paste it. And I could throw this on top. Let's see what this looks like. See this one right here though? It's going to be like tiny and rotated and stuff. So like I am going to rotate it upside down. It's going to fall through the sky. Maybe it's here, maybe it's there. All right, so maybe it's off screen, and then we could have it like fall, you know, like here's another dot, and it comes falling down to that spot. This doesn't make sense, I don't think. Oh, I screwed up because I screwed up the last one here. I messed it up. Okay, I'm done. You just get it to fly up. I'm just saying you could put another one in there and you could like fall out of the sky, bounce in the background. It'd be awesome. All right, good luck. Happy extra credit.